thank the Special Select Committee established by this very plenary to look into the implementation of the state of public emergency in the Gambia within the last 45 days. They have done a very good job, Madam Speaker, given the fact that within a short period of time, they have gathered all the information that is required for this plenary to take up a challenging decision for the entire country. I have gone through the report and I've seen a lot of useful information that the Select Committee have accorded us with. However, I have some little reservation, perhaps let me call it questions. Maybe the mover of the motion will be able to respond before I continue my intervention. That is, the Select Committee, the Special Select Committee has met all the stakeholders and then they have given their information as to exactly what the state of public emergency is all about and how it is going. Going around the country to all border posts and health centers, markets, the Special Select Committee had interviewed the grants personnel. That is the representative of, perhaps, correct me if I am wrong, that may be the representative of the ministry responsible or the area council or whoever. But then they have not taken the view of the citizens at that particular moment. All of us in these chambers have been hearing people talking about a lot of issues about the state of public emergency. That is based on hearsay. But in my own perception, it would have been better for us to have a view from the citizens as well, being captured in the report, to better give us an idea to take an informed decision in these chambers. Because a lot of people are talking, and what they are saying is not reaching us in this parliament, perhaps in any of the reports. So the move of the motion, I think that would have been an important step if you have done that, to also get the view of the citizens in those respective places that you have visited. Honorable Speaker, the issue of the state of public emergency, in my view, I have only two issues to talk about. First, the issue of extending it to a further 21 days, provided that the government will be able to implement the necessary enforcement required for us to respect the state of public emergency, and then the social distancing policies and whatever is attached to it. The people in this country, most of us, like some of my colleagues had alluded yesterday, that so many people do not believe that COVID-19 exists in this country. And we have had the Ministry of Health have given us a lot of information during the past 45 days that a lot of people have actually got this COVID-19. And we have been hearing it, but then we have our reservations. We have been asking ourselves, how do they have this coronavirus? Everything has been imported because the borders are porous. I mean, the established borders are closed, but then some of the borders are closed. So actually, I think what we need to do at the moment is to work on the porous borders and make sure that we station security officers to take care of those porous borders, and also implement, if the state of public emergency, in my view, is extended in the enforcement, to allow or to enforce that every citizen in this country will be able to put on a face mask, because this is important for us, whatever the case might be, because we don't want a further spread of the coronavirus. Even if we extend the state of public emergency, we cannot control the spread of coronavirus in this country. So one thing we can do is to respect the social distancing, social distancing, and as well inform the citizens that they need to put on the face mask so that, all these things can go away. The other thing is, Madam Speaker, the issue of telling people to stay at home. Government has given a food package, and this has been going on. The distributions are going. As I am speaking right now, many people in our respective constituencies or villages have not received the food package. perhaps some other things are supposed to be done. But I think it's important for them to fast track so that people can get the package as soon as possible. Even if the state of public emergency will be approved, people will have what they need to get from the government to be able to stay at home and contain this virus within their environment. Madam Speaker, these are some of the things, because I am very much content with the issue of the 21 days extension being recommended by the committee after going through, or after going around the country and have established a lot of facts about, the situation of the state of public emergency in the Gambia for the past 45 days. So having given this recommendation, I am with the perception that the 21 days extension for the state of public emergency in my view, is approved. I am going to support it. And then I think Gambia need to go with that for now. Honorable Speaker, with that short note, I beg to take my seat. Thank you.
Very much. Honorable Member for Brikama North, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I want to begin by thanking the Select Committee